The world spins quickly. Technology changes everything. Young people rush, always looking ahead. But what about those who came before? Our elders hold history. They have seen the world change. Their stories hold wisdom. We must take time to listen. Emily was a busy teenager. School, friends, and social media filled her days. She lived next door to Mr. Peterson, an elderly widower. He often sat on his porch watching the world go by. One day, Emily's mom asked her to check on Mr. Peterson. Hesitantly, Emily agreed. Little did she know this small act of kindness would change everything. Emily found Mr. Peterson on his porch swing. He smiled warmly and invited her to sit. They talked about the weather, the neighborhood, and their lives. Mr. Peterson shared stories of his childhood, his late wife, and the lessons he had learned. Emily listened intently, captivated by his words. They sipped lemonade as the afternoon sun painted the sky with warm hues. For the first time, Emily saw the world through Mr. Peterson's eyes. As the weeks went by, Emily made time for Mr. Peterson. She visited him regularly, ensuring that he never felt lonely or forgotten. She helped him with groceries, listened to his stories, and even accompanied him on his walks to the park. Through these moments, she learned about his life experiences, his struggles, and his triumphs. He, in turn, offered her advice, shared his wisdom, and recounted tales from his youth that were filled with valuable lessons. Mr. Peterson became a source of comfort and guidance for Emily. Whenever she faced challenges, his words provided solace and direction. Emily realized that Mr. Peterson wasn't just an old man. He was a treasure trove of knowledge and life lessons. His stories were not just tales of the past, but lessons for the future. He taught her about patience, perseverance, and the importance of staying true to oneself. Through his anecdotes, Emily learned the value of hard work, the significance of kindness, and the power of resilience. Most importantly, he showed her the importance of human connection. In a world that often feels disconnected, their bond was a reminder of the profound impact one person can have on another's life. Their bond deepened with each passing day. Emily learned about history, music, and life in a simpler time. Mr. Peterson learned about modern technology, pop culture, and the dreams of a younger generation. They formed a bridge between their generations, sharing laughter, stories, and a deep respect for each other. Emily realized that age was just a number. It was the connection that truly mattered. Emily began to understand the preciousness of time. She saw how quickly life could change and how important it was to cherish every moment. She made an effort to spend more time with her own grandparents, listening to their stories and appreciating their presence. The gift of time, she learned, was the most valuable gift she could give. And the wisdom and love she received in return were priceless. Emily's life was still busy, but her perspective had shifted. She used to rush through her days, always thinking about the next task, the next goal, the next achievement. But now, she found herself pausing more often, taking a moment to breathe and reflect. She learned to slow down, to savor the moments that once seemed insignificant. The gentle rustling of leaves in the wind, the warmth of the sun on her face, the sound of birds singing in the early morning. She began to appreciate the simple things like the beauty of a blooming flower or the comfort of a quiet cup of tea on a peaceful afternoon. These small joys became her anchors in a world that often felt overwhelming, and she started to value the wisdom of those who came before her. Conversations with her grandparents, once seen as obligatory, now felt like precious opportunities to learn and grow. She realized that the world wasn't just about rushing towards the future. It was about finding balance, about understanding that every moment has its own significance. It was about honoring the past, cherishing the memories and lessons that shaped her, and using them to navigate the present with more grace and wisdom, and living fully in the present being truly there for her family and friends, and finding joy in the connections she made with others. She carried the lessons she learned from Mr. Peterson in her heart, knowing that kindness, respect, and a listening ear could bridge any generational gap. His stories and advice became a guiding light for her. Emily understood now that life was not a race, but a journey best traveled with an open heart, a curious mind, and a spirit willing to embrace both the old and the new. She found peace in this new way of living, and it made all the difference. In a world that often glorifies youth and speed, where the latest trends and technologies dominate our attention, it's easy to forget the importance of respecting our elders. But as Emily discovered, their stories hold wisdom, their experiences offer guidance, and their presence provides a sense of continuity and stability. Their love enriches our lives in countless ways, creating bonds that span generations. The laughter shared, the lessons learned, and the traditions passed down are invaluable treasures. Let us remember to slow down, to listen, and to appreciate the wealth of knowledge that our elders possess. Their life stories are a tapestry of experiences that can teach us resilience, compassion, and the true meaning of family. By honoring the generations that came before us, we not only show respect, but also gain a deeper understanding of our own place in the world. We learn to value patience, to cherish moments, and to build stronger, more connected communities. For in respecting our elders, we honor the very fabric of our families, our communities, and our shared human experience. Their legacy is a guiding light, illuminating the path for future generations. Let us celebrate the wisdom of our elders, embrace their stories, and ensure that their voices are heard and cherished. In doing so, we create a world where every generation is valued, and the timeless values of love, respect, and unity are upheld.